And the other planets are, or some of the other planets are also warming up. So obviously the carbon footprint on Saturn needs looking at. Now what else could cause warming? Oh yes. Bloody hell. Now, let's go a bit further back. 1862. And let's go back to the medieval warm period, as they call it, around 800 years ago, when it was warmer than it is today. Now, what caused that temperature in the medieval times? Was it turbocharged handcarts? Could have been flatulent horses. Could be. Anything's possible when you're making it up. Dobbin's got the wind. I think we're in for hot summer. And then we went from the medieval warm period, which was a time of great abundance, incidentally. It's when it gets sodding cold we have a problem. And it went down into what they call the Little Ice Age. And this is when they're picking up some of these things here, right, to where the temperature is now and saying, oh, since records began. This is the Little Ice Age was when the Thames froze over and they had ice fairs on it. Still see it in Christmas cards and stuff. From the Little Ice Age, sunspot activity has been generally climbing, and the red is Earth temperature. I think there could be some connection. This is from 1860. Here's the sunspot activity. Here's the Earth temperature. Now, in 1940, when carbon production, and I'm not in favour of all that stuff. I'm not in favour of pollution. I'm just saying it's not causing the stuff that they're trying to claim it does for their own ends. 1940, when carbon production was much less than it is now, the temperature fell, so did sunspot activity, till 1975, to the point where the BBC were running documentaries on the dangers of the coming ice age. In the 1970s they were. And then it started climbing again. And they picked it up. It's global warming. I saw this guy, Peter Taylor, talking in a presentation recently that I was at. And this guy is no, friend of the oil companies and all that stuff. He's a former advisor on pollution and energy policy to the national governments, the European Union and the UN, as well as lead advocate for Greenpeace on occasions. And this is what he says, because he's an open-minded scientist, right brain open. Behind the scenes, there is major disagreement among scientists. There's not this consensus. The debate is over. No, you want it to be over, darling. Parallel to carbon dioxide rising, the solar field has increased by over 200% since 1900, and this is not factored into computer models. Shit in, shit out. Global temperature is not rising as predicted. In fact, it fell a whopping 0.6 degrees over the last 12 months, he said, as much as it has gained in the previous 50 years. Many of the apparently random fluctuations of past temperature, like when the Vikings grew crops in Greenland, correlate to variations in the solar electric field. Between 1983 and 2001, cloud cover, according to the International Satellite Cloud Climatology Project, fell by 4%, more than enough to heat oceans and account for global warming. A spate of recent science shows that temperature oscillations are timed by solar cycles, that the jet stream is affected by the solar wind, and that past high and low points in the solar cycle correlate with past temperature swings. Got that, Al? And as he said, in recent years, the temperature has actually been falling. Now, we've got to explain this away, right? Global warming, Davai, frightened. Temperatures are falling. All right, okay. Well, this was the Daily Mail headline on May the 1st this year. Global warming could stop naturally for 10 years, say scientists. Oh, really? I thought it was going to go up incessantly. And why are they saying this? Because underneath they're saying, oh, yeah, but imagine how hot it's going to get when it goes up again. Making it up as they go along because it's not true. There you go. Global warming. climate is changing, climate's always changing. And what we should be doing is looking to get the benefits of climate changing and to mitigate the downside instead of getting diverted into all this crap. But we're supposed to get diverted into it because it's the agenda. It's the agenda in the virtual reality game. And so, as we end this section, everything is upside down. Doctors destroy health, lawyers destroy justice, universities destroy knowledge, governments destroy freedom, major media destroys information, religions destroy spirituality. Why? Because they are meant to do so. And it's not people around the table. They're still at the level of playing it out. It's not even reptilian bloodlines. They're still at the level of playing it out. It's not even the shadow people behind them playing it out. It's not even the other dimensional reptilians playing it out. What's the next stage? What's behind that? I don't know, but I'll bloody find out before I leave here. And how deep does the rabbit hole go? I've no idea, but I ain't there yet. But I'll be here in 35 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.